Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you dream of financial freedom but don't know where to start? It's time to wake up and seize the opportunities all around you to build real wealth. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the strategies and mindsets you need to transform your financial future in just 12 short weeks. But here's the thing, this isn't going to be easy. It's going to take hard work, discipline, and a willingness to do what others won't. If you're ready for that, then let's get started. But first, I want to make you a promise. If you stick with me until the end of this video, I'm going to share with you the single most important lesson for building lasting wealth. It's something most people never realize, but it has the power to change everything. So don't click away. Every step we cover is essential for your success. We're going to count down the 12 key lessons, starting with Lesson 12, Develop a Wealth Mindset. Building wealth starts in your mind. If you don't believe you can be wealthy, you never will be. You have to cultivate an abundance mindset and envision the success you want to achieve. As the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Your thoughts shape your reality. The philosopher Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor." Being wealthy isn't about a dollar amount. It's a state of mind. You have to appreciate what you have while still hungering for more. Are you settling for a mediocre, paycheck to paycheck existence? Or are you willing to do whatever it takes to build an extraordinary life of abundance? The choice is yours. But you have to make that mental shift. You have to get dissatisfied with the status quo and develop an unshakable belief that you are destined for more. Lesson 11, invest in yourself. The best investment you can make is in yourself. As the billionaire investor Warren Buffett says, the most important investment you can make is in yourself. Nobody can take away what you've got in yourself, and everybody has potential they haven't used yet. You are your own greatest asset. To build wealth, you have to keep increasing your value by acquiring new knowledge, skills, and capabilities. Read books, take courses, attend seminars. Never stop learning and growing, because here's the thing, the more you know and the more you can do, the more valuable you become. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt is your ultimate competitive advantage. The skills that are in demand today may be obsolete tomorrow. To succeed, you have to be agile and continuously evolving. As the philosopher Eric Hoffer said, in times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. Are you investing enough in yourself? Are you constantly sharpening your sword? Or are you stagnating and falling behind? Remember, your level of success will rarely exceed your level of personal development. Keep leveling up. Lesson 10, live below your means. This one is simple, but not easy. To build wealth, you have to spend less than you earn and invest the difference. As the personal finance expert Dave Ramsey says, you have to live like no one else now, so later you can live and give like no one else. Too many people fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation. Every time they get a raise, they upgrade their house, their car, their wardrobe. But the wealthy know that just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. They live modestly and prioritize saving and investing over conspicuous consumption. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca embodied this principle. He was one of the richest men in Rome, but he chose to live in a simple house and sleep on a hard mattress. He knew that true wealth and happiness come from within, not from material possessions. Are you living paycheck to paycheck, or are you living below your means so you can invest in your future? Do an honest audit of your spending. Cut out any expenses that aren't essential and redirect that money into building your wealth. Lesson 9, pay yourself first. Paying yourself first means taking a percentage of your income and saving or investing it before you do anything else with your money. It's the core habit that virtually every wealthy person practices. As the motivational speaker Jim Rohn said, if you want to be wealthy, think of savings as your most important budget item. Most people pay everyone else first. The landlord, the credit card company, the grocery store. Then, if there's anything left over, they might save a little bit. But the wealthy flip the script. They pay themselves first. No matter what, they make saving and investing their top priority. In the Bible, Proverbs chapter 13 verse 11 says, dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. The key is to consistently save over time, even if you start small. It's not about having a lot, it's about being disciplined with what you have. Are you paying yourself first, or does your financial future always seem to get pushed to the back burner? Set up an automatic transfer so a portion of your paycheck always goes straight into your savings and investment accounts. Make your financial freedom non-negotiable. Lesson 8. Get out of bad debt. Not all debt is created equal. Good debt, like a mortgage or a business loan, helps you acquire assets that can appreciate in value. But bad debt, like high-interest credit card balances, just digs you deeper into a hole. As the author and radio host Dave Ramsey says, debt is not a tool. It is a method to make banks wealthy, not you. Credit card companies make billions of dollars in profits from people who carry balances and rack up interest charges. Don't enrich them at your own expense. The wealthy avoid consumer debt like the plague. They know it's a slippery slope that can quickly spiral out of control. As the philosopher Publius Syrus said, debt is the slavery of the free. When you're in debt, you're not truly free. You're beholden to your creditors. Do you have high-interest consumer debt holding you back? Make a plan to pay it off as quickly as possible. Consider consolidating your balances to a lower interest rate. Cut up your credit cards and commit to living within your means. Remember, every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar you could be investing to build your wealth. Lesson 7. Build multiple streams of income. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. They don't rely on a single paycheck. They have money coming in from multiple sources, like rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, businesses, and royalties. As the author and entrepreneur Jim Rohn said, profits are better than wages. Wages make you a living. Profits make you a fortune. Trading time for money will only get you so far. To build real wealth, you need to create streams of passive income, money that comes in whether you're working or not. This principle is beautifully illustrated by the biblical parable of the talents. A master went on a journey and entrusted his servants with different sums of money or talents. The servants who invested and multiplied their talents were rewarded, while the one who simply buried his in the ground was punished. The lesson? We're meant to grow what we're given, not hoard it. How many streams of income do you have? Are you relying solely on a paycheck, or are you making your money work for you? Start exploring ways to create passive income, whether that's through real estate, investing, or starting a side hustle. The more streams you have, the more secure and abundant your financial life will be. Lesson 6. Surround yourself with successful people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to be successful, surround yourself with successful people. As the motivational speaker Jim Rohn said, you must constantly ask yourself these questions. Who am I around? What are they doing to me? What have they got me reading? What have they got me saying? Where do they have me going? What do they have me thinking? And most important, what do they have me becoming? Then ask yourself the big question. Is that okay? The wealthy are intentional about their associations. They seek out mentors, mastermind groups, and high-level peers who challenge and inspire them to level up. They know that proximity is power. The ancient Greek philosopher Epictetus said the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Are your relationships uplifting you or dragging you down? Are you surrounding yourself with people who inspire you to be your best self? Or are you settling for mediocre associations? Take an honest look at your inner circle. Upgrade your peer group. Start attending events and masterminds where you can connect with high-caliber individuals. Remember, you can't soar with the eagles if you're scratching with the turkeys. Lesson 5. Develop a millionaire morning routine. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. The most successful people in the world have sacred morning routines that prime them for peak performance. As the personal development guru Tony Robbins says, if you don't have 10 minutes for yourself, you don't have a life. The wealthy know that the morning is the most precious part of the day. It's when you have the most willpower, energy, and clarity. They use this time to invest in themselves, to meditate, exercise, read, journal, and plan their day. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who was also the emperor of Rome, was a devoted practitioner of morning reflection. In his famous meditations, he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." What does your typical morning look like? Are you intentional about your AM routine, or do you just roll out of bed and react to whatever comes your way? Design a morning ritual that energizes and centers you. Wake up earlier if you have to. Those quiet hours are your chance to fill your cup so you can be your best self. Remember, success is not an accident. It's the result of consistent, purposeful habits. And your morning sets the trajectory for your entire day. Lesson 4. Give back. True wealth isn't just about accumulating money. It's about making a difference and leaving a legacy. As the entrepreneur and philanthropist Richard Branson says, there is no point in making money unless you share it with those who need it and make a real difference in their lives. The most fulfilled and successful people are the ones who use their resources to make an impact. They know that contribution is the key to true wealth. This principle is illustrated in the parable of the Good Samaritan. A man was robbed and left for dead on the side of the road. Several religious leaders passed him by, but a Samaritan stopped to help the man and paid for his care. The lesson: real compassion means getting involved and using your resources to help those in need. Are you hoarding your time, talents, and money? Or are you using them to make a difference? Look for opportunities to give back, whether it's through charity, volunteering, or mentoring. Remember, as you help others rise, you will rise too. Lesson 3. Take calculated risks. Building wealth requires stepping outside your comfort zone. You have to be willing to take calculated risks in order to reap the rewards. As the billionaire entrepreneur Mark Cuban says, the only thing any entrepreneur, salesperson, or anyone in any position can control is their effort. The wealthy know that there's no such thing as a sure thing. They're not reckless, but they're also not afraid to bet on themselves and their ideas. They understand that failure is just part of the process. Thomas Edison, one of the most prolific inventors in history, embodied this mindset. When a reporter asked him how it felt to fail 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb, Edison replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." Where in your life are you playing it too safe? Where do you need to take a bold leap of faith? Identify calculated risks that have the potential for big payoffs. Bet on yourself. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Lesson 2. Delay gratification. In our culture of instant gratification, the ability to delay pleasure is a rare and valuable skill. The wealthy understand that success requires sacrificing short-term comfort for long-term gain. As the motivational speaker Zig Ziglar said, character gets you out of bed. Commitment moves you to action. Faith, hope, and discipline enable you to follow through to completion. This principle is beautifully illustrated by the Stanford marshmallow experiment. In the 1960s, a psychologist offered young children a choice. They could have one marshmallow immediately, or wait 15 minutes and get 2 marshmallows. The children who were able to resist temptation and delay gratification went on to have higher SAT scores, lower levels of substance abuse, and better social skills. Where in your life do you need to practice delayed gratification? Are you sacrificing your financial future for fleeting pleasures? Are you giving up on your dreams because the journey is taking too long? We cultivate patience and persistence. Keep your eyes on the prize. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. The ones who cross the finish line are the ones who are willing to do what others won't in the short term, so they can live like others can't in the long term. And now for the lesson I promised you at the beginning. The one key that trumps everything else when it comes to building wealth. Lesson 1, take massive action. You can have the best mindset, the best morning routine, the best budgeting system, but if you don't take action, nothing will change. As the personal development speaker Tony Robbins says, a real decision is measured by the fact that you've taken a new action. If there's no action, you haven't truly decided. The philosopher William James said action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. You have to be willing to put in the reps, to do the hard things, to fail forward. Most people think building wealth is about having the perfect plan. But the wealthy know that an imperfect plan executed beats a perfect plan abandoned. Stop waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, the right connection. Just start. Take one action, no matter how small, toward your financial goals every single day. I'll leave you with this final thought from the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Don't be overheard complaining, even to yourself. It's time to stop complaining about your financial situation and start changing it. It's time to wake up and claim the abundant life that is your birthright. It's not going to be handed to you. You have to take it. If you liked this video, be sure to check out the other content on this channel. We're committed to bringing you the mindset shifts and practical strategies you need to build true wealth. Subscribe now, and let's continue this journey together. Remember, massive action starts with a single step. What's yours going to be? Leave it in the comments below. Now let's go make it happen.